is if it like all right, so what if I'm just letting you draw because I like drawing. So like I was saying before, like here's like an event, and here's like an event, and here's like an event, and here's like an event, here's like an event. So it's like you do a thing, and like you do a thing, and you do a thing, and you do a thing, or whatever. And then like, but over that same time frame, like only one like bigger thing happens. And so like the reason it has to be separate is because like with all of these things, like there's not just like, oh, I drew an umbrella. Whoops. Like with all these things, there's not like just one possible outcome. Like like one event has like multiple possible outcomes. So like you could go either of these places, but you only go to one of them, right? And so then like then you have like more places that you can go, and you only go to one of them. And you have more places that you can go, and you only go to one of them. And so like the reason that so the main reason that like so in order to get like the player to feel like they're actually playing the game, they have to participate like in here. Like they in order to participate like with uh in any event like yeah, okay, wait. So actually let me diagram this differently because what's really well, whatever. Okay. What's really like standing out to me, here I'll choose a darker color just so it's more visible. Uh uh yeah, like what's really okay, so like this is the start of an event. And so like yeah, so the same diagram that I was just drawing. Um Here's the start of the event, and then like there are two possible outcomes, and like you end up with one of them. So like this is the event, like this time frame right here is the event. But then like this whole time frame is like downtime. Like nothing's happening here. And then like the next event starts, and again, like the event starts, and then there are like multiple possible outcomes. And then so yeah, so the tough thing about like the really incongruous part is that this is like the game time. Like these little spans are like the game time, and like these long spans are like not game time. This is literally just downtime. So like ideally, like the current system could actually work. The only difference is that you would have to have like a much longer outcome, or there would be a much longer like this would have to represent not just dead time, but like this would like gameplay would have to would have to literally stretch this long, because otherwise like there are only like very specific windows wherein it works. The thing about that is that the outcome is decided here. So like in order to have this extra game time, there would have to be something that's not decided up front. And I don't want to change how the Craigster, yes, you can see my game. You can literally see my game right now. Look at it. Look at it go. um, and so, yeah. That is also true. Zero knows what's up. Uh, so, man. Yeah, in my mind, like, before I thought through all of this, like, it was like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. I'm basically just gonna do the exact same thing over here. But, so in order to so I don't yeah so like I was saying, what I don't want to do is I don't want to just push off the decision making, because then chat will be like, because then it's I think like the events last the right amount of time, right? Like they last like 2.5 minutes, and if they lasted much longer than that, like they'd get really boring. You'd be like, you'd never really care about the outcomes, because you'd it's like, oh, you're right, that thing that happened 15 minutes ago, like that is what, okay, whatever. um yeah. So the so I either need to have like something else that happens in the longer view, but again, like that. Yeah, no, I think the other idea, I'm mostly resistant to the other idea about just having it like as a separate arc, because I can't think of a better word for it than a side quest. But I think that is like the right way to think about it. And so, yeah, so what? How does that make sense? Like maybe like I need like and this will probably become clear over time, but oh yeah, I thought about that zero. Actually, I took multi dice rolls off the backlog, and that's because I I don't want dice rolls to happen for individual people. The reason for that is that it creates like scenarios where individual like I don't know. It seemed exclusive to me. Yeah, so I started to implement it, and I was like halfway to implementing it yesterday. Like if you look in the archives yesterday, you'll see I started implementing it, and then halfway through, I was like, wait a second. Well, okay, so this is where I got hung up on the implementing dice rolls. Like I was like, okay, so there should be a limit because there's a chat limit, and so Trusty Bard can only ever say how many dice got rolled, and so then I was like, okay, well the limit will be like 10, because and then two things happened as soon as I thought the limit should be 10. I was like, that's too high and that's too low. It was too high because that was still too much chat. It was just going to be like this weird string of numbers that Trusty Bard would say, and that was too much like spam. But then on the exact other hand, it wasn't enough because I want situations where more than 10 people can participate. And so what I realized is like in that situation, the only difference between rolling dice individually and rolling dice all together is whether you include people or you exclude people, individually or all together. And so the reason I ultimately didn't hey, we got a new follower. Wow, this new font, I can't read very well. Okay, Kihawa, welcome. Tony14, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Sorry, I changed my notifications recently, and like I can't read them very well anymore. There used to be a backset to them. I can probably maybe I can just read it on my other monitor. No, it didn't show up on my other monitor. All right, well, so much for that idea. Okay. Hey, congratulations, Lauren. Do you have the hold on, I wanna see. Wait, hold on. Yeah, styling. All right, sorry. Oh yeah, okay. Actually, I did want to see. All right, so the placement of side quests. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the forest, and the forest is actually gonna be the tallest one. So this will be to try to make the screen all like crazy, but the the forest. I think the forest is literally the tallest background. So yeah, I'll be interested to see. Well, I won't leave it here for too long, but I want to come back and check out because the forest, I guess, will probably be the best way to place this logo. If I'm going to keep that logo here, the forest will be like the best indicator of what height to put it at. Okay, so yeah, you got the upgrade that you just got was the shawl. So like you used to be wearing leather armor, but now you've got like the drapery thing piece. So yeah, you I think what did we decide yesterday? There are only 2 more pieces of the Mystic outfit, and I think the 2 last pieces now are the scepter and the gem. So yeah. Oh, and the eye darks. When you get the gem, you lose the eye darks. I think you look cool though right now. For some reason, you look like a. I think because you have the wing and like the bird pet, you look like I don't know. You look like a warrior from like a some sort of like bird tribe or like like I don't know. You look like some sort of like superhero or something. I don't know. All right, sorry for making the visuals all weird. Yeah. Yeah, so I like in the situation where before where you like rolled dice, where you were rolling dice individually, I would strongly encourage you yeah, like so in the situation where that inspired us to like or that that prompted the multi-dice rolling in the first place, I would just strongly encourage you to roll 1 die and have it pertain to the entire group. And there's multiple reasons for that. For one thing, well no, there's just the one reason. There's the 2 reasons in that like I didn't implement it is the other reason. But the reason I didn't implement it is the first reason, which is don't exclude people. Like, let people, like in general, don't try and split up the group. Because the more you try and split up the group, the more headachy it's going to be for you. Because the more split up the group is, the harder it is to explain the one rule. Remember, there's only one rule. Everyone can play. And so, like, if you make an event where, like, some people are over here doing one thing and some people are over here doing another thing, like good luck explaining how everyone can participate. Because remember, you don't control the experience system. That's the one thing that I very intentionally made the game so that the GM cannot exploit the and by the GM I mean anyone, including myself, cannot change cannot change that aspect of the game. So yeah. Okay. Sorry. Are we in the forest yet? I'm just. Okay, we are. All right. So I'm just gonna. All right. Yeah. So sorry. I'm just gonna move this up slightly. Uh. And like it might be that there's just not like a great location for it really, but that should be about as good as it gets. Oops. That's not the button I meant first. That's the button I meant first. Whatever. That's. I might not. I might not even like that. I might get rid of it. But whatever. It's there for now. Uh. So. Yeah. Hold on, what does it look like without the... I'm not actually stopping the script, I'm just hiding the visuals. So then without the visuals, it looks like that. With the visuals, it looks like that. Yeah, that's probably fine. We'll see. Uh, um, so, the, uh, what? The what? The what, the what? Yeah, okay. Uh, sorry. um, the yeah. Well, so in the just as a suggestion, in the case that you're rolling for like enemy health or something, the difference between rolling 2d8 times 4 is the exact same thing as rolling what would that be 8d8. You're literally going to get the same mathematical outcome from both of these things. So that's another way you can do it. So that way you don't have to think about like the individual thing. You can just think about like, yeah, yeah. Okay, so all right. So what am I working on now? I mean, I guess I'm still trying to figure out the concept for the Twitter bot. Now that we like know how it works, I guess like it's a little anticlimactic that I never actually finished this. So I'll just finish this real quick, and then we can see if Trusty Bard in fact works, or the Twitty Bard. Let's see if it even does what it's supposed to do. So for line in F, yeah, sure. So for li in lines, Twitter dot update status li. Let me make sure I got these lines correct. Was it C? Or no, it was documents. Python scripts. Or no, wait, no, it was just documents. Documents. Twitter say lines. Greetings, travelers, adventure awaits. Your fates depend on one another, but your actions are your own. Good luck to you. Cool, sure. So this will be my timer too. By the time Trusty Bard is done, by the time Tweety Bard is done saying these things, you you can oh, yeah, oh, hey, Zero, something interesting about the dice rolling, just by the way, is if you so as you know, there's a limit of what is it? 100 for dice rolls. An individual dice roll can't be higher than 100. But what you can do is like, let's say like it wasn't 4 people that you wanted to roll 2d8. What if it was like 16 people that you wanted to roll 2d8? That isn't going to be 8d8. That's going to be what? Like that's going to be 32d8, and 32 times 8 is way bigger than 100. What it does in that case is it actually will scale down your dice roll. So the thing that will happen is it'll give you literally the same probability. It'll give you the same probabilistic outcome, except it will crunch it down to under 100. So the nice thing about that... Oh no, you know what else I could do? Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah, right now it crunches it down to 100, but it doesn't do huh. Yeah, I mean like, I don't know. Have you played Super Mario RPG? Wait, is Super Mario RPG the one I'm thinking of? What's the game where the damage system is like super small? Is it Paper Mario? What's the game where the damage system like only uses like ones, twos, threes, and fours, right? Like the damage never gets big. Essentially, like the reason that the system is perfectly fine, in my opinion, is that if you're using big numbers, you're just using the wrong numbers. Because like math doesn't need to be big in order to be precise, or like the only thing you gain from bigger numbers is a precision that, in my experience, is completely unnecessary. So, yeah, yeah, like I was saying, like it'll scale if you roll big, it'll still give you the same probability. It'll just scale it down because any probability that you would give big, you can give small instead. Pretty much. I mean, like I think the maximum is 50. If you try and roll more than 50 dice at the same time, it'll be like nope, because like the highest you can roll is 50 d2, which is basically to say you flip 50 coins. But anyways, all right, so I can't just do this because this will tweet too fast. The last step of this whatever was to time dot sleep 900. This isn't how I tend to do things. I don't want to use time, or no, I do want to use time. I just don't want to use it like that because that's not. Well, no, I guess in this case it is kind of what I want to do. Whatever, fine. I'll do time sleep 900. Fine. All right, so if I run this now, I'll run it in its own. Nope. Execute in new dedicated Python console. So this should now work hypothetically. I guess we'll find out. Oh, whoa, what happened? Did not like that. Tweepy error. Did I forget something? Yeah, alright, well I'm glad I tested this because this gives us something to do. Update status. Twitter.update status. That's how it was in the example. So what doesn't it like? Message you media ID's parameter is invalid. You code 40. Alright, well I have no clue what that means, so let's ask the internet what that means. Oh, it's in that same page we were just looking for. The same page we were just looking at. Just to note, when using newer version of Tweepy, doesn't work anymore. Added a variable line slash function. API status line gets assigned to a different variable now, resulting in status equals line. Oh, interesting. Alright, well that's good to know. So status equals line. Alright, let's see if this works then. Nothing weird happened over here, did it? I don't know why it keeps showing those. Alright. Tweets. Alright. No tweets yet. Stop. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's see if this works. Well, it hasn't crashed yet. That could be good. I should probably put some like debug information in here so I can tell when it's working. Oh, is it running? No, I thought it was running twice for a second, but no. Alright, so it's probably working now. People who are following Twitty Bard, I guess, might know already whether it's worked. Hey! Oh! Wait. Did it literally? G. Huh. Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah, right. It's gonna go letter by letter. Oh, right, because yeah, right. It was supposed to be. I just wrote dot read, but it's supposed to be dot read dot split. It was literally going letter by letter. Split new line character. I think that's how I split on a new line character. I think. Let's find out. Yeah, right. I do it here. Yeah. All right. So split. Cool. So wonderful. So I wonder how long I'm supposed to wait before I try it again. Um, I'm gonna add an avatar. Because I happen to have, where's my pictures? Uh, Pictures. Yeah. Sure. Man, why is this browser so messed up? Not helpful. It's like, uh, okay. Uh, so, so then, I guess I can just run it again. Hopefully my bot doesn't get banned for spamming, since I just tweeted twice, like in the same several minutes. Greetings, travelers. Adventure awaits. All right, so that should work now. Uh, so, cool. Uh, all right. Um, hmm. Yeah, this was way easier in my mind, but as is the case with game development, you figure out as much. You probably figure out more when finished. There's definitely, I mean, presumably there's a point where I start working on another project, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean I've like I'm not gonna like murder side quest and like bury it under the shed or something. I'm like, um, by that I mean like if we find bugs, I'm definitely gonna fix those, and it's entirely possible I'll just like keep adding new features to side quest as we go. There's definitely yeah, but so like when I start on another project though, it's most like oh were you here for the last Signal Jam? Because at the last Signal Jam we had side quest running. Oh no, I guess that's a bad example. Because during that event, I tried not to edit side quest very much. We tried to stay focused on like the jam itself. But yeah, so I guess like I don't know. I'd kind of think of it as like as still active, just not my main focus. And yeah, so yeah, I mean I have an idea for the next project that I want to work on. I've probably mentioned this at least a few times. It's the I'll mention it again because why not? The project that like if I was going to start on a new one right now, it would be IMA, which is this is like the really old build from like this is literally back from October. This is the oh yeah okay so the week I started SideQuest was the week directly after a game jam that I went to, and the game that I made at that game jam was this demo that I just linked in chat. Yeah, you can find it on my site at srsly.bz slash, I call it IMA, it's spelled IAMA, slash IAMA, blammo. Yeah, look at that. Okay. It's kind of fun. Um, all right, so I just keep really wishing or like hoping that there would be like a way that the current like the Twitter interface would like play more cleanly with like the main interface. So like maybe there's something else I should be doing in the meantime. Actually, one thing I'm gonna do in the meantime is I'm gonna follow Trusty Bard. Oh sorry, I'm gonna switch over to Facecam for just a second. Don't mind me. Oh, I should put the SideQuest logo on the screen if I'm gonna keep it around. Yeah, just because why not? Okay, and switch back to screen cam. So, adventure awaits. Hey, look, I got a new follower. Oh wait, it's not visible. New follower. All right. Man. All right, I should be working on something else because I'm clearly not going to be productive on this just by staring at it. Conditional dice rolls. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about this, Zero. Yeah, so conditional dice rolls. an event has to have at least two actions. An event has to have at least two possible actions. So the conditional dice roll that I was thinking of adding in would be a way to add or remove actions to an event as the event is in progress. Specifically, the example that I saw, or like the thing that I saw you doing the other day that that made me think of this again. Because like, I mean, conditional dice rolls in the original iteration, like everything could have been conditional. But like the example that they used the other day is wait, what are you supposed to do? Oh, you see the colors? Yeah. All right, I'll take a brief diversion with IMA. So in IMA, you there are color. Oh, I'm like waiting for it to load. I actually have to type it in. Oops. In IMA, there are these like colored dots, and they're the colored squares. You can only travel over the colored squares if you have the colored dot, and you can only carry 2 dots at a time. It's always the 2 most recent dots you picked up. No, that's not true. There are different rules to it. It's based on color mixing. I'm working on a version that isn't as dependent on color, so like you can actually play it regardless of color sightedness. But so for example here, so the goal is the crown, the character is the square. So you can get to the crown in this one by going as such. And the way I did that was so like here, I'll do it more slowly this time. So right here, there's like the crown is like surrounded by this like green region and this red region, and in order to get there, I have to get so like let's say I pick up the yellow. Now that I picked up the yellow one, I am yellow, and I can walk on yellow squares. I can't walk on red squares, and I can't walk on orange squares. I can't walk on purple squares, but I can walk on yellow squares. So now I continue on my merry way. I picked up another yellow one, but that didn't do anything. I'm gonna pick up a red one, and look, now I'm orange because I have both yellow and red. And so now I can walk on yellow or orange squares. If I'm orange and I pick up this blue one, it's going to make me neutral colored again. And that's because blue and orange are opposites. But now I'm in this section of the map, so I can pick up this yellow one. And hey, look, I can continue on my merry way again. I can pick up the blue one, turn green, and look at that, I got to the crown. So it's like a maze puzzle game. And you can control it by clicking on the screen. So yeah, I'm thinking the levels in the demo are all procedurally generated. But for like for the full version, I'm thinking I think I'll want to keep the procedural level generator because I like that. Because I don't know, there's a certain level of replayability in procedural level generation that you don't get in hand-authored levels. But I'll probably also make some hand-authored levels too, especially like tutorial type levels because yeah, it's very abstract, and so I'll need to put in levels that help you get the gist of what is happening in the game. Okay, so. Yeah, and for that game, I mean, I could start on that game. For that game, wait, yeah, are there other critical things in the backlog? Yeah, in that game, I'm planning on making that game in hacks, which is similar to today. That will be another adventure in something that I don't fully understand because I've never written a game in hacks before, so that'll be fun. I guess like there's not really other things. Oh, beef up text filtering. I'm gonna call that done because like I did that yesterday, and I'm gonna call the logo done too because I'm like okay with it. Like like I said earlier, it hit all the points that I wanted to hit, so that's good. All right. I think I'll be honest. So I was really hoping that the event system would work more cleanly in Twitter. I was a little thrown off by, as you might have noticed, I was a little thrown off by the realization that it wasn't. Oh, what was I saying about? Oh yeah, the dice rolls. Yeah. So for conditional dice rolls, yeah, I jump around a lot too. even yeah, I do that naturally myself. So the conditional dice rolls, okay, so the interesting thing about them is that, hypothetically, you could set up a conditional dice roll to eliminate an action from an event. However, you could not violate the rule that an event has multiple actions. An event has to have at least 2 actions. So the only time you could ever actually do a conditional dice roll is in the case that there were already there would have to be at least three actions in that event already in order to eliminate one. Because if you eliminated one, there would still be two left. But if there were only two and you tried to eliminate one, then there could hypothetically only be one left, and that's not valid. So, yeah, like once I realized that, I was like, well, that's kind of a weird restriction. I just wanted to see if you would, I don't know. I guess I wanted to see how you feel about that. Because, like, I don't know. Because, like, if you don't find that an attractive proposition, then I might just not even bother with it. Just because, like, it seems really weird. Basically, how it would work is, like, you would set up an event that has at least three actions in it, right? It could have any number of actions. It could have, like, 5 actions. And then at any given point, you'd basically... So, like, the idea would basically be, like, at any given point, you could issue a command that included... like, during an event, you could say, like blah, 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 like, action, blah, blah, whatever, that says blah, and then dice roll, like, 3, or, like, it would have to be a conditional dice roll. It'd have to be, well, actually, no, I guess if you didn't do a conditional dice roll, it would probably assume 50% was the marker or something. You would do, I should probably make new character art. Considering where's the new character art task that I put in? Or did I get rid of it? Or is it in here? I need new character art because Lauren's getting rid of that level. New character art for Lauren. I have started thinking about what the next character art will be. I think the next character art will be like a brigand. I think is what it'll be. And by that I mean like I don't know, like a roguish type character, and I think you might have like chainmail, might be like the look of it. I'm not 100%, but I was thinking that might be the next direction. So I should probably start on that pretty soon, so that it'll be ready by the time Lauren gets to that level. Right, with the conditional dice rolls, sorry, now I'm jumping around a lot. So then you could say like 4 out of 5, right? And then if you say this during an event, Trusty Bard will reply saying whether you passed or failed the dice roll. And if you fail the dice roll, then the action gets automatically eliminated from the event. The other thing you could do is so that's in the case that action was an event, and then so the other thing I was thinking is you could add in new actions, hypothetically. So like if you had an event that only had 2 actions, then you could say like blah blah. I mean you basically say the same thing, like like blah blah. I don't know, like whatever, blah blah, and then you could do a dice roll, and then in this case if the dice roll succeeds, then the action gets added to the event. So yeah, that was, again, like, I started working on this yesterday, and I got as far as to figure out how it would work, like this, and then I was like, that doesn't excite me as a feature. So if it excites you, yeah, it's a really weird system. So like if it's like if you'd use it, then I guess I could do it, because I don't think it would be that difficult. Well, actually, adding in new actions is a little difficult, but removing actions isn't that difficult. But it's one of those awkward things where, like, sometimes if you try to do it, like, sometimes Trusty Bard would just say, no, you can't do that, which I try and cut down on. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but you can actually give passive bonuses during events now, because, like, it used to be the case that if you tried to give a passive, like a growth, whatever, during an event, Trusty Bard would say, like, oh no, we're distracted. Brendan Games, hey, you are on the right track. You get experience just by going on the adventure. You get experience by participating in events. And that's all of it right now. You get it by going on the adventure and by participating in events. So for example, a pretty bird just smiled at 6 adventures, and they got some amount of experience for that. They each got 3 experience points for it. So yeah. What was what I was thinking about? Yeah, the growth opportunities during events. Those, like, yeah, because it occurred to me, like, I don't like it when Trusty Bard, like if Trusty Bard doesn't have to say no, I don't want Trusty Bard to say no because like that's just really awkward. And so like yeah, so one of the awkward things about like the conditional dice rolls would be Trusty Bard would have to say no sometimes, uh, which is just weird. I don't know. It's also really like for a lot of events, it's a little upsetting in with respect to like how it changes like the event because like a lot of times a lot of times like the you know what you're doing in an event has everything to do with like what the actions are. In fact, that's almost always the case. And so like to change that in like the middle of a I don't know. The other thing that I don't know. The dice roll was meant to be I don't know. Like the ga- I would argue that the game systems are complete in and of themselves, and that like this feature isn't strictly necessary. And then so the fact that I don't feel like this feature actually improves the game, I feel like it, like you said, it makes it makes it more complex. And I don't think the level of complexity offsets the utility of it. That was my reticence, or that was my no, that was my like hesitation. In fact, that was my disinclination to want to do it. So I should probably work on character art for now, because that's at least one thing that I know I should do. Uh, Oops. Wait, what state are these files in? This one I don't think I want to save. Oh yeah, because I smooshed those layers. So yeah, don't save that. Save that should be saved already. What? Save? I don't know. I don't think I edited that one. Did I? That one's just scratch. I don't need that. Did I actually change anything about the side quest logo? No, I don't think I did. Okay. Thank you, Random Games. Um, I don't know. I guess I just really like it. I have a lot of fun with it. I try and have fun with it. Oh yeah, actually, you know what is the next upgrade? Is actually it's not the brigand gear. It's actually the next upgrade is a new companion, because yeah, there's like the little mouse and there's a little bird, but then yeah, it's actually time for a new one of those. So I should think of that first, actually. I also don't need all these special effects here, so I can hide the wing ornament and the wing. Although I will have to now, I'll have to check that the new outfits look good with that stuff. Just to double check, you know, just so it doesn't look like weird or bad or whatever. Oh, I don't need this sparkles one layer here. I can get rid of that. Oops, not that layer. Get rid of this layer. Because that's just the other frame of animation for the sweeps, and yeah, okay. Uh, um, all right, yeah, that's fair. I I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm just weird. I think that's the explanation. I'm a strange person. Uh, but I don't know. I like it. I'm happy, so I'm cool with it. um, all right, so yeah, I think last time I was thinking of like what little companion creature. Like the only thing I was really coming up with was like fox. I might go with something simpler though. It might be like a cat, actually instead. A cat might be slightly simpler. I could do a fish, but that would be difficult because I really want to. And like one animation of the fish is that's like flopped on the ground. The next animation of the fish is that's like flopped in the air and just like flopping next to you. I do really want to do that. I really want to do that. um, I could. Hmm. Yeah, one thing that just occurred to me is that I could never really do a lizard. I can like a lizard would be really difficult to do, like a small lizard type of thing, because like you know the mouse is like very hard to notice a lot of the time. Like a lot of times, like you can't even see the mouse because it's like covered up by like snow or whatever. Um, One thing I was thinking is like instead of having like the animal like fall around next to you, like it could have like I was literally picturing like the lizard could like perch on your head or something. Uh, I don't know. That could be cute, feasibly. But then, yeah, what's the headgear gonna look like? Because the headgear is gonna change pretty soon, and so it would have to be something that would work on the current headgear and on the new headgear. So, like, what is the brigand's headgear going to look like? It could be like, maybe the brigand's headgear. Oh yeah, no, I think the brigand would have like one of those helms that have like the chainmail that like they have like that chainmail curtain that comes like around, like it wraps around like from here like around the head. So I guess that could work, right? Because those hats are just like those helmets are just like slightly pointed, and then I'd have to redraw the lizard. So like you'd have to literally like need literally two different pieces of art for it. But I mean that could work out fine, I think. Um, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna give that a shot. See what it looks like. All right, so familiar layer zero. Let's see. I need a much smaller brush than this. Size two. And I was picturing green at first, of course, because it's a lizard. But oh wait, maybe it should be a frog. Uh, well, no. If I was gonna make a frog pet, I might make it. I might make it. I think actually, yeah, no, a frog I would actually probably want to animate moving because I could draw the frog like on the ground in like one frame, and then I could draw it like in the air in like the other frame with like its legs like all like how frogs jump, and then it lands on the ground in the next frame. That'd be funny. So yeah, if I might draw a frog at some point, but yeah, maybe I'll do that next, or like no, I'll do that at some point. Maybe it'll be like a big frog too. Maybe it'll be like a nice big sized frog. All right. But yeah, so a lizard. What color should the lizard be? Probably. I'm thinking like red-ish, but like red is kind of out of the blue. We have blue and we have green here, as like the colors already in this palette. So introducing a new color. I don't know if I necessarily want to. Sorry, I'm just moving stuff around. I'd moved when I was working on the logo yesterday. I put things in like weird and different places. Hey, fanboy, how's it going? Welcome. um, so maybe I should pick the animal based on what color I want it to be. No, that's really silly. So yeah, so for the lizard, I was basically just picturing like, just a little. Wait, hold on. Just a little like that looks like a seal. But like maybe yeah, maybe it would like have like a little lizard tail or something. Uh, and of course it wouldn't be like weird and blue like this. I don't know why I drew it as weird and blue. But like I don't know, I was picturing like something like that maybe. Uh, 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 but yeah, I don't know. That was just one thought. And like, why is it blue lizard? Why is this lizard blue? Whoever heard of a blue lizard? I mean, maybe they exist, but it's also really hard to see this lizard considering the background is blue. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do something like that, but that's one idea. Uh, what, Alright, so what if it was a green lizard? What if it was just a different green lizard? Because, like, I didn't want it to be just green, because it would, you know, if it's just, like, if it was the same color green as, like, the cape and stuff, like, it'd be hard to distinguish. But what if it was, like, a darker green, maybe? Like, no, that's, like, the same color green. Darker green. Darker green. Yeah, what if it was, like, I don't know, what if it was dark green? Uh... it could be a snake, hypothetically. There's no reason it has to be a lizard. Also, that tail curl looks weird. So I'm probably just gonna, if anything, like have it like, I don't know, like that or something. But if it was a snake, that'd be kind of funny because there are those like headdresses that have like the snakes like that have like the gold snakes on the front. I can make it a gold snake and have it look like. Oh, but then it wouldn't look like a pet. It would look like a part of the ornament, part of the ornamentation. So, whoops, that's the wrong tool. Yeah, I probably shouldn't go green because it's gonna be no one's gonna. Yeah, no, it should be even just putting it on the hero. Like if I put a pet on the hero or a familiar, if I put a familiar on the hero, it should be really really obvious. Like it shouldn't be something that's very subtle like that because otherwise it'll just look like you don't have like an animal companion or something. So maybe I will go with the frog. So if I want the frog, I should move the mouse. I mean, I really don't need the mouse and the bird around anymore. I just like having them there. Because I'm a nerd. Alright, so I'll just move it over here for now. So if it was a frog, it would be like a slightly browner green color. It would be greenish, but it would be browner as well. So maybe like... no, I can make it a little greener. No, I'll make it greener. Because like I don't have to worry about conflicting with that green anymore. Oops, wrong tool. Alright, so just a frog. It should be a cool frog, right? Because it has to be at least as cool as the bird, hypothetically. So frog. What do frogs look like? I should look. Right now I'm just drawing a green lump, but I should look up what frogs look like so I know how to actually draw this. Frogs. I was picturing not like the little frogs, but like more like the fat type frogs. Okay, so the legs like kind of just curl up next to them a little bit. Huh. I would have thought I'd have to like punch in tree frog in order to get these search results, but yeah, like this is the type of frog that I was picturing actually. Mostly because that's like the type of frog that lived near where I grew up. Maybe I will do a lizard, but I'll do a lizard on the ground. Because I feel like a lizard is more appropriate for some reason. Like, I don't know if there's going to be an appropriate time for a frog, but I feel like right now is not the appropriate time for a frog, for whatever reason. Alright, so, yeah, alright, so what if it was a lizard? I'd want it to be, like, noticeable. And I think I know rough... Like, lizards kind of, like... The funny thing about lizards is that they kind of, like, twist their whole body, like, when they move. Like, they have, like, one leg out in front and one leg behind. Well, wait, no, hold on, this is coming out terribly. Why is this coming out terribly? Because I'm drawing it from a weird angle. Also, I should probably just get rid of the mouse for now, because I might need more space to draw this lizard. Sorry, mouse. You're a good friend for a good long time. Alright, so, it's like, it could be a snake. It doesn't have to be a lizard. A snake would certainly be easier to draw. But, like, I don't know, I kind of want to try drawing a lizard. I guess. Hold on. It could be a turtle. A turtle is very, like the color scheme works very well for a turtle. Although it's hard to explain how a turtle can keep up so well. Oh, it could be a turtle on top of the character's head. It could be like it could be Oh my gosh, wait, hold on a second. I kind of want it to be a turtle right now because not only do I want it to be a turtle, I want it to be basically balanced on the player's head. Bear with me. I want it to be like balanced on the player's head, and I want its legs to move as if it's walking. But like the legs aren't like actually touching anything, they're just like out to the side. Just kind of like alright, I amuse myself kind of a lot. Alright, so maybe turtle. So if you're wondering why I'm going very reptilian, it's because I went mammal and then bird, and then I wanted to like, you know, kind of like how I make like all right, Lauren improves. I like it. um yeah, I didn't want to like get too samey. I wanted like explore like more diversity before I start like repeating on the same theme again. So oh no, that's sad. Poor frogs. Uh what am I looking at? Oh yeah, turtle. Yes! Alright, very much improved. Alright. Uh Wow, I did not expect there to be so many news stories when I punched in the word turtle, but there you have it. All right, so I think yeah, I was thinking like dark green with a brownish tinge kind of for the coloration. I'm thinking in particular because like the green and the tan are very light, and so to get it to contrast and to stick out, I'm thinking that would be a good way to do so. And this is good because I was planning on having like the original concept for this character. They had a headdress instead of a excuse me, they had a headdress instead of a hood, and so this is so they'll kind of have the headdress again, except it'll be a turtle. All right, so this might be a fine dark green for the for like the green parts of the turtle, like because the turtle itself is green, but the shell is like more brown. And that's probably not the exact right color, but all right. So let's get a more brown color for the turtle shell. So I think it'll be like a noticeable size, just so that you can tell what's happening. Because like the one thing I don't want is like it to be just like a weird, indistinguishable like shma on top of the character. Actually, yeah, I don't like that color exactly. So let's make it a little bit lighter. Or so maybe this is the lighter tone and that's the darker tone, kind of. But again, it's not quite right. It was what was it? It was like, I guess it was more green. It was only like, yeah, it was more green than yellowish, brownish. So I should say like in more of a greener range, I think. And oh yeah, and so the I know the word texturing is like a four-letter word in that I really shouldn't be using it very much, but in order to sell that this is like a turtle shell, I'll want to add at least a little bit of the that pattern that you get on like the back of a turtle shell. I think maybe just a very little bit of it, but like I think that I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's me doing that thing where I think I should add something, but when in actuality I should definitely not add that thing. Either of those things are distinctly possible. Like maybe something like that, like just like a slightly cleaner version of that texture. All right, so then what if this was the color of the turtle? So I could basically, in one frame of animation, the turtle legs would just kind of like come forward and back. Oh wait, that doesn't look forward. Wait, here, I'll draw the turtle head first. Wait, yes, because I want it to like line up. I want it to be like front and center. So I do want it to be like, it's like here's the turtle's head hypothetically. That might be too high up. It might be that turtle head is supposed to like, yeah. Oh, but I'm gonna make the turtle head I think a little bit high up just because to really sell the effect of like the swimming hands and legs, I'll want to draw the hand in the background, and I'll only really be able to draw the hand in the background if I can see it. So yeah, so I guess like it's like this might be like one frame of the animations, and then the legs they kind of just like they're just kind of like, you know, just like in the air. I'll make that better though, and I'll do it on a separate layer too, actually. Just until I have it like specced out a little better and drawn out a little better, and then I can squish it all together at the end. All right, so getting the head front and center. Oh, this is the darker tone too, so I should also have the lighter tone for the turtle head. Actually, wait, that might be too light. Because they're very dark. Hold on. I think I'm getting too light. No, maybe it's just that it's too saturated. I mean, I can't really depict like the painted turtle or painter's turtle or whatever this thing's called, because like I don't think I'm actually going to draw the little red dot on its head. So like I'll probably want to go. I might want to shoot more for like something like this, like because this is like there's very fine detail actually. Like there are those stripes on the shell, and there's like the spot on the head, and like there's stripes actually along the neck and legs and stuff. So that's like actually very complicated. So I guess that wasn't again. I was kind of going with that one. Okay, yeah. Turtles can put their heads up really high when they want to. What the heck type of turtle is that? That looks delicious. Oh, it's here too. That is a delicious turtle. That looks like that thing where sometimes they make like real life versions of Pokemon. Have you guys seen that before? They like take an existing Pokemon and they like make a photorealistic representation of it. All right. Wow, look at that turtle's head. That turtle's got quite a noggin, quite a neck actually. All right, so yeah, something like this I think is about right. All right. So wait, yeah, what was I looking for? Oh, yeah, not that. Yeah, so that's definitely darker in tone. So yeah, I should say pretty dark. Huh. All right, so no, I should I don't have to go that dark, but I should definitely separate the shading so that way. Oops. So that way the neck definitely like stands out from the rest of it. Yeah. And I guess I can make the head slightly comedically large, or like slightly exaggerated in its largeness, because the heads in this game. Well, actually, no. I guess the animals tend to not have as the proportions of the animals aren't as exaggerated as the proportions of the adventures. But yeah, something like this, and then as is typically the case, I'll make like a little eye, because like, oops, oh yeah, right, I can't sampling from image. There we go. Yeah, eyes are very expressive, so you need to have an eye in order to have character. So yeah, I don't know, something like that. I might I'm gonna darken the shading on the shell to make this really pop, because right now it feels a little flat. But I think in order to sell it as a pardon, even I didn't mean to imply that wait, I didn't make that up, did I? Like photo real Pokemon. People do that, right? People make images of like, huh? Yeah, like this, right? Oh, oops, I didn't. All right. Well, anyways, they exist. They're out there. Oh no, I closed my show. Oh, whatever. I think you guys. Yeah. Okay. I made my point. All right. So, oh yeah, this is this is actually the older version of the color. So let's do this and like. Oh, that's way too dark. Oh, actually, I kind of liked. All right. Well, I guess it's okay to have like a little lighter green color up here, but I think I will stick with like a more tannish, less green color down here, just so that it's like very clear that it's differentiating. Whoa, that's way too dark again. Just to make sure that it's very clear that we're differentiating between the shell and the rest of the turtle. So yeah. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I need to look at turtles more. More turtles. Oh yeah, I can put this in process. More turtle art. Turtle pictures. Turds. Good, thank you. That's what I meant to look for. Alright, turtle. Yeah, some turtles have like that rim around the shell, so I might do that too. Yeah, a lot of them have like a little texture, or like the pattern around the edge of the shell is like slightly different. So I might want I might want to indicate that somehow, like basically if I bring this tone up a little bit, I can go in with like that didn't come out quite right. I don't know, something like that. That's probably pretty good, I hope. Okay, and then I should not be using such a small brush though for most of what I'm doing here. I should switch back to a bigger brush, and alright, let's switch back to this layer. And yeah, okay, let's look at the legs too. Oh yeah, that's the funny thing. Turtle shoulders are very tiny. Like the legs like kind of come out of like almost the same place as the neck. So I think that'll help because we can because both of the front legs are so close, they'll both be very visible. So that'll help sell the paddling. Yes. Oh, okay, and yeah, they come out and they like immediately hook back. So like it's like their collarbone. Yeah, it's like their shoulders are really up close, and then their elbows are just like peeking out from. Is that even their elbows? That might be their forearm. Maybe it's their forearm is like bent back in a weird way. Yeah, I think their elbows like turn upwards actually. I think that's like basically their elbow that we're looking at there. Like their elbows come out and then their hands like come down and like all right, so that's funny. All right, yeah, and I hadn't really thought about that. What does it look like when they step forward with that weird funny? I guess it'd slant outwards, right? Yeah, it slants like, huh? Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah. Whoa, that turtle has two freaking heads. Whoa. Wow. I was like, okay, look at those hands. What? It took me a second. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, I think turtles tend to like drag themselves kinda. Like they like step forward and they like kinda like drag themselves back. And like they kind of like pull back and out, I think, if I remember. I should probably just look up a video of turtles moving around, but whatever. It doesn't have to be like photorealistic or anything. It's not like we're drawing Pokemon here, right? Right? There we go. Tying it all back together. Alright. So like yeah, so the legs actually will come. So like this can be like, wait, hold on. It'd be like because yeah, they have that funny angle to them. So it'd be like the leg would come out like that a little bit. That's way too big, but like yeah, when the front paw is like forward, it would come out kind of like that a little bit. And this one would be on the back strokes. This one would come like down and like to the side. This doesn't draw over the bonus. No, this draws under the bonus. Yeah, okay. Just checking. And so when this is... Yeah, so what do the back legs do? The back legs, they stay pretty far behind most of the time. Like, the back leg never comes very far forward, I don't think. Yeah. It's like, with the back legs, they kind of like, they tuck up, and then they push off. They like kind of like kick back. So like so it'll basically just be like whether the leg is tucked in or kicked back for the back leg. So like in this case it would be tucked in, so it would come. We'll see a little bit of the back leg like this, and then when the back leg's kicked out, it'll be more like that or something. But yeah, for now it's like tucked in mostly. And I don't know if this turtle's balanced exactly. I might like push it a pixel forward or something so it's better balanced. But let's put the let's put the shading tone or the lighter of the two tones on the legs. So like on this leg it would be like, and then on this one's mostly shaded, but there'll be a little bit of light on the front. And then for this one, it like, yeah, this one's the one that is like tucked up like that a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we can definitely refine this a little bit because like I think I tend to use like a slightly finer brush on these things sometimes. Like yeah, I want to shape the face a little bit better because it's not very turtle shaped, the face right now. So I'm going to use a smaller brush because I'm a terrible person. No, desperate times. So yeah, so for one thing, I want to separate the that a little bit, and then what else do I want to do? I just had the weirdest sense of deja vu. But it's like, when was the last time I was really drawing a turtle? Like, really, really, deja vu? You're gonna, you're gonna, you're gonna hit right now when I'm like drawing a turtle for no particular reason. No, seriously, have I drawn a turtle recently? I don't. I honestly don't remember ever drawing a turtle before. And yet, I was just hit with this very strong sense of like, I've been here before. um, what else? Hold on, let me look at the far view again. I might want to lighten up the shell a little bit because the turtle looks very flat right now. Yeah, I think there's not enough differentiation between the shading and the. So I might want to lighten up the turtle skin a little bit. Like this. This tone can come up a little bit, I think. Yeah, it is. This tone is really dark still. So like, let's bring it up to like. I don't know. Is that like 40 something? Let's bring it up to like 60 something. Let's see if that's not better. Yeah, I'll draw the eye in again. Yeah, hopefully this will make it look a little better. And I'll do something similar with the shell too. I think that, yeah, that looks more like, actually that might have been slightly too far. So let's try something in the 50s. Because 40 something was too low, 60 something was too high. So let's try like nice, right in the middle. Right in between those two things. Oops, I'm very imprecise with my clicking when I'm working on like art stuff. Because the stylus just isn't, it's just not the same tool as the mouse. It's better in some ways, it's worse. Whoa, whoa, what the heck? How did it go to 76 something? Jackson, I don't know what happened. Alright, hold on. Let me try this again. Stop honking! I don't know why this program honks at me so much. Alright, 56, that's probably fine. Stop honking! Please stop honking! That might be a little bit better. And then I'll bring the shell up slightly? Or should the shell stay as it is? Huh. Yeah, I should bring the shell up slightly as well. Because I need more contrast, but I don't want to make the, I don't want to make the darks too dark. So let's just bring this up. Yeah, that was also at like 40 something. So let's bring it up to like 56. Yeah. I kind of made the shell a little misshapen by doing that, but I don't know. It's close. It's in the right ballpark. I can make the shell a little bigger. Although the turtle's getting pretty big. Yeah, I don't want to make it actually much bigger. Oh, whoops, I just drew that on the wrong layer, didn't I? Undo. Let's draw that on the correct layer. I've been drawing most things. Okay, I've drawn most things on the correct layer so far. I also just need to like sculpt this because like the turtle's appendages are looking very noodly right now. So like I'm on the right track, but I'm definitely not there yet. Oops. Okay, let's dial that back a little bit, and also keep that line distinct. Alright, actually maybe that part might not be necessary. No, that part's not necessary. I should fix the, yeah, I should fix the shell pattern. Because I think like that is mostly working, but I don't think it's like quite right yet. So hold on, I'm gonna do that one more time. Oops. Do I still have that? No, I definitely don't have that color still on the palette. So wait, hold on. Put that there. There we go. And then we can try it again. Alright. Doop-a-doop. Yes. And then, alright, so yeah, it's like a soccer ball pattern, right? It's like hexagons. Oh no, it's weird. It is kind of hexagon. It's vaguely hexagonal. Yeah. I'm just gonna do like probably like hexagonal. Basically. It's fine. Oh, actually, yeah, and technically, well, no, yeah. was gonna say like the appendages shouldn't come above the rim of the shell, but I guess the knee. No, I don't think they would necessarily. Huh. Well, I'll fix that at some point, maybe or not. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so basically, just want to put them. Wait, no, I know what I'll do. I'll do like the pattern, like how the pattern works on the turtle. I'll put it like around the edge first, and then I'll go up from there. And then like, yeah, so it's like kind of like that, I think. What's wrong with my tablet? Sometimes it's just like, nope, you're not pressing anything. Nope, didn't press anything. You didn't press anything. Doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, and then wait. No, whoops, wrong tool. And then I don't know. Hopefully that. That's not quite right either. Oh, right now, because now it doesn't look 3D right now. It looks very flat. So let's go back with this brush and now like add like a little bit of the 3D-ness back in. Hopefully without completely ruining the texture. Something more like that. That could be okay. I think I overdid it a little bit on the top. I can push it back in the other direction up here. How would it go? Like a little more like that. Yeah, that seems okay. That might be a little too exaggerated. So I'm actually gonna. I mean, I think I got the pattern mostly right, but I think it's just too high contrast right now. I didn't like the like if I was gonna do that, I should have started actually with a medium tone, and then so instead I'm just gonna see if I can't play with the brightness contrast to get it more like what I was thinking of. No, this isn't helping. I don't think that helped. Oh, well, it just definitely chilled it out a bit. Hold on, maybe it did help. Oh, but it made it too dark again. Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, this is probably gonna mostly work, but the one last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to... Alright, so... Yeah, the pattern... I liked the pattern, but I didn't like how dark the pattern was. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So I'm gonna take like a mid-tone. I'm gonna take like, all right, this color, and I'm gonna take like this color, which is like kind of between the two. I'm gonna put this down as the base coat. So like that darker brown is still gonna be the shaded color for the turtle shell, because I usually only work with 2 tones. But I'm gonna cheat it to be a little more even. And that way I can still do the same thing of drawing in the little circles as such. Because I just really want to sell the turtle shell for whatever reason. For whatever reason. Alright, so... and I'll cut down the shape of the shell again, like I did before. And I'll change the I'll put the dimensionality back onto the shell using shading. But okay, so hopefully now we have like was roughly the same pattern, but with just less contrast in terms of the darker parts, hopefully. And then also, yeah, the other thing is to keep the dimension. I mean, technically I'm just cheating all over the place here, but whatever. It's for the turtle's sake. I will cheat on behalf of turtles. Turtles are important. Wait, hold on. I should be doing this, I should be doing the shading part, all zoomed out. Oops. Because I'm like, each time I do it, like zoomed in, I keep making the same mistake. No, maybe that's not a better idea. Hold on. Oops. Alright, hold on. I can do this. Alright, so only a little shading up around the top of the neck. And then most of it down around this side here. Alright, how about that? I don't know. Maybe I just... Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll be more deliberate about it. Alright, so now I have this other tone. Now I'll just go in around the texture and like just literally like push it back in the other direction a little bit. Like, yeah, and I'll do a little bit around this side too. Alright, and if that's not... It looks kind of like a pineapple now, but I think I'm okay with that. Also, I changed the shape of the shell just by drawing it and redrawing it a bunch of times. I accidentally like made it like a little too hunched. So yeah, that was more the shape that I was picturing. All right, so it's either a pineapple or a turtle. It's one of those two things. We'll see. I mean, yeah, it's totally a turtle, but whatever. This might be one of those situations where I'm just spending way too much time trying to get a texture that I really shouldn't even try for. Probably, yeah. I do that a lot. I even saw it coming this time, but what it was is I went and I did something else for a little while, and then when I came back, I'd forgotten about it. My immunity had worn off, so. No, what I should do is just not care about that. It's fine how it is. Is what I should do. Yeah, okay. And also, yeah, the shape of the bigger brush. The shape of the shell is still a little too big on the front now. Yeah, I think this is alright. But I should push this turtle forward a little bit because it's off balance. Like, it's not balanced in the center of the head. I think it like used to be, but then I changed the shape of it a little bit. So I'm gonna push it, I think, 2 pixels forward. We have to do that to both layers evenly. Alright, there we go. I think that's a little more balanced. That might be balanced too far forwards. No, it probably looks that way because the arms are forward and back. It's probably going to look better once. Yeah, okay. So this should be good. All right, so it doesn't have an eye. Let's give it an eye, and let's make its limbs less noodly. Those are our next goals. So, oops. I'm like, every now and again, I'm like, why did my stylus stop working? And it's because I'm holding it without the pointed. There's only one of the side. Like it's like a pencil. Only one side of it actually draws. And sometimes I forget which side I'm holding, or which one I'm holding it. Alright, so it has a little tiny eye. Yay, a little eye. What did I say? Less noodly. Give it an eye and make the limbs less noodly. I think those are my 2 goals for right now. Alright, so yeah, the shape of this is like, it has a very pointy like wrist or elbow or whatever you want to call it, and then it comes back tight. And it has like a little foot that sticks forward. Or it has like its little claws like come out a little bit. Kind of like that, maybe? No, it's not far down enough. Oh, this is the one that's pulled back though. So yeah. So it should be... I'll bring it down slightly here. Not that much. Yeah. Oh, also, I think like the green stretches across the neck. I think that's how that's supposed to work. Maybe not that high, or not quite that high. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because the neck is actually supposed to, I think, come up a little from like a lower origin. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. A little less noodly. It's not completely non-noodly though. Still a bit noodly. Uh, so let's, with this back paw, let's also do the same thing where we like, the toe just comes out a little bit and then the knee comes out a little higher, I think. And then, yeah. And then, this little paw, because it's in the air, because like if it was on the ground, like I made the paw like down, because if it was like hooking into the ground, it would want to be down. But since it's like swimming in the air, I might put it upwards instead, because that might be cuter. So let's go more up like that. Hey, Vugi Steve, sorry for mispronouncing your name. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. We're drawing a turtle. We're drawing a turtle on the guy's head. In case you couldn't tell. Oh, for some reason I'm tool. I was like trying to draw, but I was using the color picker tool. Alright, so like, hold on. Alright, I got the shape okay, I think, but let's do the highlighting again, because there's a little bit of highlighting going on in this leg. Yeah, like that maybe. Yeah, I think that's cute. Oh, the head was a little noodly shaped earlier. Yeah, the head's still a little noodly. Because that's not what turtle heads are shaped like. Turtle heads are like weird. They have very specific angles. There's like a very specific like heat, like the head is like boxy when viewed from the front. Like, cause like here, like, you know, it's very flat on the top, flat on the bottom, and like slightly rounded on the sides. And then when viewed from the top, it's very like pill shaped. It's very like, or no, it's like elongated. It's like, yeah, like, so there's a very specific like shape that you like. It's not just round. Like making it round makes it look weird, and right now it's mostly rounded. So I think I just need to like flatten out off the chin and the top of the head, and like maybe stretch it out a little bit. But it's weird because the angle I'm trying to draw it at. Oh no, you know what? It would probably have like a, you know what might be bothering me a little bit is it would probably have like a distinct like neck shape, because we're supposed to, like, hypothetically you're seeing this a little bit like from the front, not like really from the front per se, but like, no, that, hold on, let's be more precise about this. It's like you're seeing it from the front, and like not completely from the front, but like, I don't know, a little bit like that, and then so yeah, but also yeah, so a little more flat on the chin and on the top, and then let's like stretch it out a little bit. I don't know, or like let's flatten the nose a little bit. I don't know how this is going to be better necessarily. I'm just trying this for starters. That's kind of okay. Except I made it too boxy. A little too boxy. And the neckline is not supposed to be nearly that dark. Like there can be a little bit of an impression of a neck there, but it should not be noticeable. I'm pretty pleased with this. Pretty pleased. I think that's okay. So now I'll so this will probably be like one version of it, and then I'll do the other legs, the legs in the other direction, like the other frame of animation. Yeah. Excuse me. Just stretching a little bit. It feels like it's been a long day so far because I've been like doing stuff for a while, but I only started streaming relatively late in the day, so it's really not. It really hasn't been a long day. What layer is this on? Just a random like dot hanging out on this guy. Alright, so oh yeah, so the funny thing is the next helmet that you get as a player, I think is going to be a little more pointed or a little more rounded. It's like it's actually going to be like a hard helmet, and so that'll be kind of cute because I think I'll have to like shift the turtle up a little bit. So that'll be easy enough because I'll just like I'll use the same assets. I'll just give it new coordinates, um, and yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what? You know what? Might be simpler. Like I have a lot of repeated assets in memory. Like there are times that I'll swap out part of an item and I'll just bring back like for example when you get the compass around your neck, you have the same shirt, but I have two copies of the shirt because I have two copies of the same shirt because um you wear the same shirt when you get the necklace that when you get the compass around your neck, but like those are part and parcel of the same like item, and so like you get a new version. I don't know. It just occurred to me like I could instead of having all those duplicates, I could just set up the data differently. And then yeah, because like with the turtle, like literally nothing will change except it'll just move up like a pixel or two maybe. Um, so yeah, I should probably that'd be not a bad idea because I don't think we're super far yet in terms of like the how much art we're actually keeping in memory. But you know, if we get like once at a certain point, like there's going to be a lot of art that will, yeah, there's going to be tons and tons of art, and I don't know. At a certain point, we might not want to keep it all loaded at the same time. Like we might want to load it in when a player enters the game, like and then only in the case that it's not already loaded. So and then like when a player, oh, but that'd be difficult to keep track of, because like how do you know when to unload it, right? Like you have to check. Well, yeah, I guess you'd have to check literally every player to see if any player is using it. But then, like, excuse me, sorry, I was boring myself just by thinking of like. But then, like, do you anticipate like reloading the item again if it's like a commonly used item, or I don't know. I guess if it, I don't know. I can worry about that later. Like I said, I don't have to worry. I'm not even to that point yet. So, all right, I'm gonna add in a new layer. I'm gonna copy this layer onto this layer. So now we have double turtle action. I'll hide one of the turtle layers and erase the legs so that I can redraw them in the other position. So the head's not gonna move. The head's gonna stay still. But the legs. Whoop! I'm erasing from the wrong layer. The legs are gonna move. Actually, yeah, no, this will move. They'll all move. Oh no, poor turtle. Where'd your legs go? I'm gonna actually, instead of hiding the other layer completely, I'm going to just make it very faint, so that I can be reminded. Whoop. Ah, right. I can't hit the X in the corner. I have to hit the OK button. Right, just so I can remember like what they look like a little bit. All right, so now, so now this leg comes forward, and like I had it before. Oops, wrong leg. Like I had it before, I should. It'd be cute if I could get like the paw, or like the little. Are they called paws? I don't know what they're called. The little turtle hand to like just come forward like that, and then Actually, that's gonna be a bit indistinct. I wonder if I can bring it like down more and out. That way, I can still draw this paw in the background, because this one will be pulled back, and this one where it previously got pulled forward like that, it's gonna be like kicked back and out. It's like, that might be, hold on, let me look up. Oh no, you know what it is? It's this arm is in the wrong place. I was like, something's not right here. It's, this one's supposed to be, more to the side. Or no, the shoulders come in really close. What do? They come up and they come, I'm going to cheat it a little bit. It's going to come down a little more than it would otherwise. But, yeah, no, I guess that's fine. Something's not right here, though. I think it's because this back leg, it wouldn't kick out so much. Because, like, it would actually kick behind the the turtle a little bit. So it wouldn't like kick as far out. So it'd actually be like, well, for one thing, it would start lower too. It would start, oops, wrong tool. Clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool. Uh, 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 huh. Alright. This looks weird. I need to consult my turtle reference. So, yeah, the turtle back legs, maybe they just don't kick out very far at all. Maybe they just have little stubby legs. Yeah, even when it's kicked out, it's not very big. So, maybe in the other frame of animation, maybe I should pull it a little further forward. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Let's see. So, yeah, it just like goes just back a very little amount. Which is like basically where I drew it last time. So, in the other frame of animation, I'll pull it a little further forward, I guess. Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me look again. Yeah, the back legs are very, very, very much in the back. They like don't come forward at all. Weird. I can just fake it a little bit. I can just cheat it. Maybe this turtle is a little bit incoordinated, and its legs flail a little bit, I guess. All right. Yeah, let's do the lighter tone. So. Yeah, again, I need to cut down on the noodliness. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. Although, I'm going to shade the foot a little more. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Let's say that's okay for now. Alright, and now let's cut down on the noodliness. A little less noodly. If that doesn't make sense to people, if when I keep saying noodly and it doesn't make any sense to people, what I'm trying to reference there is because I just drew the limbs with like a consistent like 2-point size brush, and so it makes it the same thickness all the way through, and like a noodle is kind of like the same thickness all the way through a lot of the time. So. The thing that I keep doing is I keep going back and like poking at the edges in like just a few places to differentiate it so that it looks thicker in some places where like around the ankle or around the joints it should be a little bit thicker where the because that's how like turtles are shaped, and then like around the paw it should be a little bit bigger, but then around like the other parts it should be a little bit thinner. So yeah, in case that was unclear to anyone, that's what I keep stressing on. That's what I keep emphasizing the importance of. Because if you keep the same thickness all the way across, it just looks like weird and cartoony. It doesn't look like an actual like thing. It just looks like yeah, well like you know how cartoon characters have like sometimes they have like noodly limbs. So yes, that is what that is about. Maybe I think I might draw on the tail, and it might just wag a little bit. So let's see, when this one's kicked back, it should be wagging in this direction. And then when it's kicked in the other direction, it should be wagging in the other direction. So, wait, hold on, did I draw that with the darker color or with the lighter color? Yeah, I guess the darker color is better. Or maybe I'll do one line of each. Like one, I'll draw on the darker tone. Wait, so where would the tail be located? No, if the tail was wagging, it would be like that, I guess. I don't know if you would actually even be able to see a turtle tail from this angle or whatever, but I don't know. Maybe you can. I'm not a turtleologist. Alright, let's make this layer more noticeable, and this one I'll just disable this one temporarily. Alright, this might be okay. Although I think I shaded the limbs a little darker in the other frame. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, so then the tail would just be like that, I guess. That might be too much. Is that too much? No, that could be okay. Right, so then the 2 frames of animation would be like that, and then like that. Alright, there's some consistency lost between these two. Hold on, what is it? Yeah, I think the limbs were shaded much lighter in one of the frames of animation, so the limbs have to just get lightened up here. And I don't know how I feel about the tail. The tail might be a little too much. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Schloops. I don't know what my face is doing. My face sometimes just goes on autopilot and makes noises on its own. Alright, so lighter limbs was the order of the day. That's the dangerous part about working on separate slides and not like being able to see both versions, is that like sometimes you just make subtle stylistic differences, like choices that are different between the two. The shape of that hand is a little bit off. The little turtle paw, whatever. It's just a little too. It's a little too, or it's crooked up a little too high. It shouldn't come up this high. Yeah, that's better. Just come out a little bit more. Yeah, that might be better. But actually, you know what I should do? Is I should copy paste. Wait, hold on. I should count this out. Or no, I can just line it up. Oh no, I can't. Hold on. All right, so right now it's at. Wait, what? Did I unselect? Oh, okay. So right now it's at 56. Oops, I did not copy paste. So it starts at 56 and it goes to 21. So it's dropping down by 35. So deselect. Copy, paste. Oops, I did not select that very well. I'm supposed to select much less on this side. Wait, copy, paste, 58, so it should go to 33, or 23. Right, there we go. Yeah, I just wanted to literally see them side by side, so that way I could make sure. Oops. Oh, right. I did that on the same layer. So I can't hide the layer. Yeah, I'll just do that on a separate layer instead. Whoops. Alright. Almost there. New layer. I used to have my layers on the other side of the screen, so I'm going to keep messing up about that. Alright, so hide layer 23. Alright, so now we have both frames of animation next to each other. Yeah, so for example... Alright, it's definitely better now, but I think I made the front paw slightly too big, or the whole front leg a little too big this time. Actually, no, that could be alright. Hold on, let me, the back leg is just slightly overlapping the front leg. That could be fine. Yeah, actually, I think it's actually pretty good at this point. I'm gonna try it out, and then who knows? Maybe I'll want to touch some stuff up later. But I think for now it's actually pretty okay. So let's get rid of the second shell, and then let's get extents. I might want to get rid of the tail too. That might be one of the things that I go back on. Oh wow, I'm really bad at extents right now for some reason. I missed a pixel on the top, and I got a bunch of extra pixels on the side. There we go. Extents. Excelsior. Alright, so first I'll squish down layer 23 with layer familiar 0. Copy that. File. New. Okay. Paste. There's one frame of turtle. And then I will undo the squishing. I will squish layers 24 with layer 0. I will copy. I will go File. New. Okay. Paste that there. Alright, there we go. Turtle time. Turtle time. Wow, that guy's really reaching for it. He's that turtle's going places. Or he sure's trying. That might be, I don't know, that might be a little exaggerated. No, that's okay. I don't know. Again, we'll see it in game, and then that'll be the better measure. Oh, the back leg is still a little bit dark relative to the front when the leg when it's pulled forward. Maybe that's okay. Yeah, we'll see when it's in game. We shall see. Alright, so, cool. So let's, can you put, aw, cool. I could put the turtle on his back. Maybe when you get an upgrade, then the turtle's on his back. Because, like, right now the turtle's right side up. But the next thing you get is a helmet, and so maybe that's when the turtle flips upside down, because it's gonna at least start on its front. But I could put it in the river scene. I could put a turtle upside down in the river scene. Okay, so yeah, this turtle looks like it could really move. Right? Like, you know how turtles are supposed to be, like, really small? I think it must be the back leg. Like, hold on, I'm just gonna... It's not gonna change anything on monitor. Yeah, I'm covering up the back leg and looking at it, just the front legs, and the front legs look fine. But the back leg is, like... The back leg is, I think, what's making it look like he's really, like... Alright, I don't care. Whatever, this is good. As I've said a few times now. This is fine. And the tail? Do I like the tail? Does the tail help, or does it hinder? Hold on, wait, now I'm just gonna cover up the tail and see how I feel about it then. No, yeah, it's fine. Alright, cool. That's doable. Yeah, that's totally doable. Flipping over it could be like a ecological rescue mission. The last game I made, before I worked on side quests, the previous game I made was about saving birds that had gotten, like, covered in some sort of pollutant, like in an oil spill or something. Because you know how birds, you know, like wildlife, when they get exposed to that stuff, they just, like, they need help. So yeah. Alright, oh yeah, so I haven't saved these yet. File, save as, oh, and I need to get extend, or I need to, oh, no, oops, I deselected. Okay, wait, yeah, so while it's selected, let's get the data for this. So where are we going? C, projects, journey, equip, familiar. This is the first familiar that you actually equip. Turtle spelled correctly. So yeah, new text document, data.txt. And then so the values are 63, 8. Those are the coordinates, and then 38, 18 are the dimensions. Save that. All right, and then let's save these as well. File, save as. Oh yeah, not that it super matters, but since the turtle has a pace too, I could match it with the player's pace. Well, actually, no. I guess the turtle has 2 sets of legs, so like one set of legs is always going to be matched with the player's pace, regardless of what. So I'll make it mismatch. So this will be frame 0. I'll make the front legs mismatch. The back legs will match. All right. So equipment, familiar, turtle, 0.png. Okay. Save one key. Save that. All right, good then. So the last order of business is to add it to the order file. So this comes after the pendant, and there we go. Turtle. Cool. All right. So yeah, now it's it's not in the game technically right now, but once we restart the script, it will be. Excuse me. So then, what if what? What if? Oh yeah, the brigand. I mean, we did stave off Lauren for one more level, so, but yeah, we do need to, like, just adding a familiar doesn't add, like, that only adds one level, so yeah, no, we'll need to add like a whole new set to make it to really add like a significant amount to this. So familiar 0. Oh yeah, alright, so I'm just gonna go like copy from this layer, paste onto this layer, and then I guess I might as well smush these together. Wait, did I say 23 is 0? 23 is 0. Yeah, okay, so I'll squish these layers together. And then squish these layers together. Huh. No, yeah, this is fine. Okay. So, what am I doing? Yeah, squish these layers together. Right, because now, oh wait, what the heck is that layer? Oh, I never got rid of, what is that there? Why is that other turtle there? Hold on, wait a second. Wait, no, not that. Whoa, yeah, no, something is weird here. Whoa, wait, whoa, what the heck is happening here? Undo. Actually, you know what? To heck with it. I'm just gonna, whatever, call it stupid and whatever, and then just get rid of all of this junk, and that junk was part of the turtle. I'm just gonna put the turtle back on again, manually, because I have no clue what happened to those layers. Something terrible happened there. Alright, what were the dimensions again? We just punched them in. Oh wait, no, this is, I don't need that. Doop-a-doop. Whatever, I'll keep that around for a second. Familiar, turtle, data. Alright, 63.8. Alright, so this was 0, so copy. I don't know how I got the layers so messed up right there. 63.8. 63.8. 8. There we go. And then copy familiar 1, also 63.8. There we go. Alright, so now I have both frames here, just in case I need both frames for whatever reason. Alright, deselect. Yeah, so brigand. Oh, I could bring the mouse back, but there's not actually particularly any reason to do so. Yeah, I don't need to keep the, I keep the, oh yeah, there's the mouse. I keep leaving the animals in for sentimentality, but I really shouldn't do that. It's kind of a bad habit. Okay, there we go. Oh, except, yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is Lauren in the near future. And then a lot of other people in the subsequent future. Oh, except actually Lauren has wings too, so technically that would be Lauren. Alright, so brigand. Oh yeah, I didn't really check how. I mean, I assume the turtle isn't. Yeah, there we go. The turtle looks super snazzy with these twinkles going on as well, so that all works fine. I mean, the reason I chose like these particular pieces for the bonuses or for the karma visuals is that like they occupy spaces that don't tend to conflict with the other stuff that I would be doing. Like it looks a little weird to have the wing and the backpack at the same time, but it still works. I think works fine enough, in my opinion. All right, so we don't need those, not right now. All right, so I probably have at least through the weekend to finish this art. Whoa, wait. Oh, sorry, I'm talking to chat from like so long ago. Like, do that a lot. Oh yeah, yeah. So the interesting thing about the events, Brendan, is that some of the actions are fake. Like some of the actions, you can kind of sometimes you can Lauren knows what's up. Yeah, some of the actions that appear in text, you'll notice that they don't actually appear on screen, and it's because like those actions. Well, like yeah. So take for example, a giant boulder blocks the path. Will you push it left or push it right or sigh loudly? So, for example, sighing loudly in that case, it's it's like a thing you can do, and you're not going to gain any special amount of experience for it. Is the thing. So, yeah. You just, I don't know. It's like pushing a boulder, you get experience for that. Sighing loudly, like you can sigh loudly. There's nothing to stop you from sighing loudly. There's also no reward for it, is the thing. So yeah, the way you can, the way you can tell is the real ones actually show up on screen here, whereas the fake ones only appear in chat. It's one of those features that, sorry. It's one of those features that, like, sometimes I think I should take it out of the game, but it has a long history in the game. Like, it used to be that every event gave you the option to cower in fear, and that was the fake option. But then at a certain point, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It's, yeah. Like, my rationale is that it's the difference between extrinsic and intrinsic rewards. Sighing loudly just feels good, so it's purely an intrinsic reward, whereas pushing a boulder like accomplishes something, so it's actually also an extrinsic reward. Thank you. Thank you, Liquid Egg Product. Okay, so thank you. Cool. All right. Yeah, more often than people complain, it's at least worth a laugh, right? So, yeah. I just like looking at the turtle animation. I'll close that though, so I stop clicking over there. All right, so yeah, the brigand. What do I mean when I say brigand? I don't even know entirely. So, yeah, the first thing I'll do is the first thing I tend to do is just like when I start a new when I know I want to do a new character or whatever, I'll just put in a new layer on the very top, and then just like, well, not the very top. I'll put it under the bonus. And just like draw in the rough idea. And so I should really move away from this brown color at some point, because this is the same brown color from the Archer, I think. It might be the same brown color from the pointed cap too. It's just like real life. You always have the option to do something that doesn't matter and will help no one. Yeah, so I'm gonna cover up the turtle a little bit in drawing this, because like, yeah, so the thing that I was the helmet that I was picturing is basically like, so yeah, the turtle would have to go up a little bit because the difference between the hood and a helmet, it's gonna have a little more height to it, just a little bit of height to it, and so yeah, it's supposed to be like a pretty simple helmet, but then it's like one of those. I was picturing one of those helms that have like chain mail, like draped. Clone stamp tool, my nemesis. Like that kind of helm. Like it has like chain mail that like hangs down around the edges. Because like I was like I should introduce armor of some sort. Because like so far the characters the most armor the character has had is like been leather armor, so it's been like very it's been like very very light, especially like this the mystic gear. The mystic gear is all cloth, right? Well, I don't know. The shawl might be made out of leather, but yeah. So it's, again, like what I'm doing right now is not trying to draw the final assets. What I'm trying to do right now is just to draw a mock-up to see what the final assets, like what the outfit could look like. This is more like the concepting phase than like the actual drawing phase. So yeah. So then, what does the rest of the gear look like? I guess I was thinking a buckler might be the item that you eventually get. So like so yeah, like so eventually oh yeah, I shouldn't use the same brown color. I said that. I just didn't actually listen to myself. So how should I change this? I could make it like a slightly more tarnished color. So like drop the saturation a little bit. Wait, that was probably way too extreme. Okay, well, huh. I don't want it to look metal necessarily, but I might be going in slightly the right direction. Yeah, that's a little too desaturated. So yeah, so what could I do instead? I don't want to go. Maybe the saga of this brown color that never dies just goes a little bit longer, because like it is kind of the right color. I do use it a lot though. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. All right. So yeah, the buckler. I was thinking it'll probably go in the offhand because the buckler is going to be very big. So it should probably go. Yeah, because if it went in the main hand, it would like cover up most of the character, and like there wouldn't be any room for like any ornamentation on the chest plate. And or sorry, the chest plate's not going to be plate, or the chest piece is not going to be plate. It's going to be a tunic with chainmail on it, with chainmail pieces. So like it might be similar to. Wait, what am I picturing? Oh yeah, no, I'm kind of picturing like the opposite of what we have here. Like right here we have like the shawl that like drapes across. I'm thinking like it might basically be the opposite of that. It might be like we might keep the cape for a little while. Oops, hold on, didn't mean to draw over the hand. We might keep the cape for a little while and maybe even, yeah, actually, oh yeah, we should keep the blue, whatever, the blue pendant thing, because like we just gave that to the player, so we should make sure whatever outfit this is, it works with the pendant at least a little bit. All right, let's get the darker brown color just for shading purposes. So yeah, so it might be that like oh wait, what should we do for the sleeves? Oh yeah, okay. So what if the so right, okay, actually wait, yeah. So this brown color on the wrist guard, like maybe it comes further down, and we might just have bare hands here. We might just go back to bare hands because there's going to be a lot going on with the arms. We might have like no, we might not go bare hands, but I'm going to make them bare hands for now, just for drawing purposes. Because yeah, so what I'm picturing is basically like the same chainmail. I think it's going to come down around the arms a little bit, not all the way down. But then I'm thinking like it might come across the chest too. So it's not going to be like a full. I'm not thinking like a full chain piece, but like basically like a harness sort of thing that like comes down. Oh wait, oh sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. Wow, look at all this chat. Hold on, sorry, I'm just gonna catch up real quick. You what is PHP? Wait, how did PHP come up? What is PHP, Lauren? You've written PHP for 10 years. It creeps into everything. Working with .NET stuff. I used to work with .NET, like way back in the day. I haven't done much net programming in a long while, so I'd be really rusty if I tried to. uh, programming today. I was programming earlier, wasn't I? Oh yeah, we made a Twitter bot. We made a. Oh yeah, our bot's probably done running. Yeah, our bot must be done running by now. So actually, let's stop the script because it's done. It has done its due diligence, and now if we look online, yeah, greetings, traveler. Adventures awaits. Your fates depend on one another, but your actions are your own. Good luck to you. Uh, so our script worked. Oh, 3 notifications. Look at that. Oh well, these are all my new followers, right?